Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel where I like to share any and all things that bring me joy, hence the name Sharelation. Today I wanted to do a slightly different type of video where I'm talking about some of the things that I always like and want to buy and gravitate towards, but I can't. So the first example I have are jewelry pieces that are a combination of a jewelry / watch. It is a very nice concept. I really like the aesthetics of these watches. So, like, for example, this is the Chanel Premier watch, but I realize that I wear my Apple Watch all the time. I want to track my steps. I want to get notifications on my watch if someone texts me, things like that. So it's one of those things where I'm realizing it's more for like my fantasy self, and I really won't be able to get much use out of it. And it would make me feel like I'm putting money to waste and I'm just buying something just because. Another thing are nice shoes. Now, I've been eyeing a lot of these shoes, like especially from Hermes, because they're really nice. They look great. They are very pretty. I think it will look really good with a lot of outfits. But the moment you wear them outside, they are done for. They're worth pretty much half the price, if not less. And the more you wear it, the more this depreciates. Now, you can argue that you get a lot of cost per wear because you're actually wearing the shoes. But sometimes there are a lot of other brands or alternatives that you can pay a fraction of the price for a similar look. And it makes me feel like it's not really that worth it, even if I'm wearing it all the time, every day, all day. Another thing is nice clothes. Now, Hermes, Chanel, LV, a lot of these luxury brands have really nice ready-to-wear clothes. But I also recognize I don't really have the lifestyle for it. I would feel self-conscious wearing it. It would really break my heart if I snagged it, got it dirty, stained it. And sometimes certain stains are very hard to get out. And if something happened to it, I would feel horrible because I spent so much money on it. Another thing are nice tote bags. Louis Vuitton came out with this line here that I really saw it and I was like, oh, this is really nice because it's very minimal. It's a nice leather bag. It's a nice tote. I've been carrying a tote bag to work lately, which I have been enjoying. I'm getting some use out of my Longchamp Le Pliage tote, but I realized that commuting to work, it's a journey. I'm not driving in my car and parking in a nice parking lot that's close to work. I'm running on and off a train. I'm walking through the city and across different crowds, and I just need to get from point A to B. So I really find it hard to justify getting a nice tote. And that's also one of the reasons why I don't even have a Goyard tote bag, even though I have several Goyard bags and I really like that brand. That's one of the reasons. So that's just some of my thought process. I'd love to hear what you think in terms of these kind of purchases, because I do have guilt when I spend so much money on things when I don't get to use it or I'm afraid to use it. And this really holds me back. I resist the temptation of buying because I like it. Sometimes just because you like it may not be enough. I'm really trying to use my own things and realize that there will always be something else, or maybe a different time in my life where those things can work out or can be appropriate. I am a firm believer of buying well and only buying once, but sometimes it also takes a lot of hunting and trial and error in order to get that perfect item. So I'm also learning not to be distracted or tempted by sales too much, because you see, the item you're eyeing, slightly different color, slightly different look, but it's half the price or it's much cheaper. Why not? But then you learn your lesson from that and you realize that It's better to just aim for what you really wanted because you're always going to gravitate towards that. I learned that lesson a few times, and I'm always trying to remind myself of those lessons learned. So leave a comment down below if you have certain lessons learned. I'd love to hear from you, just to share across the community and to be mindful of our spending. Thanks and have a great day. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.